Hi all, welcome to Andrea M. D'Souza's Kitchen. Today's recipe is one of my favorites, and that is a glass of pure and chilled fresh Thandai, which is homemade. So do try it out. You will definitely enjoy it. I love to have this at every Holi, and I never knew how to make it. This is the first time I learnt it from my colleague Bhavna Dholam. She taught me how to make it, and now after this I don't think I will ever buy market bought Thandai again. So you also try it out. I'm looking forward to your comments and to your feedback on how this turned out. So this recipe has been taught to me by my colleague Bhavna Dholam. She had made this Thandai once and I really loved it, and after that I asked her for the recipe, and today I'm making it and sharing it with you. So Thandai is a drink that you can enjoy during the summer season because of all the spices it has that cools the body and makes you feel refreshed. It is specially enjoyed on Holi along with bhang. Unfortunately, I don't have any bhang at home, and that's the reason I cannot enjoy bhang along with this Thandai. But if you do have bhang, definitely try it out. It will give it 10 times the better effect. But even if you don't have bhang at home, try out this recipe. I'm sure you will love it, and I'm sure you will thank Bhavna for giving me this recipe to share on my YouTube channel. Enjoy. So these are the ingredients which we require for our Thandai. There are some others which I will add later, but as of now, I need to soak all these. So I will soak these ingredients overnight for around 7 to 8 hours. I have around 30 to 35 almonds. I have around 10-11 cashew nuts. There are around 15-16 pista and around 2 pinches of KESAR. I will be adding a little more KESAR later, but this is as of now. I also have a tablespoon of pepper because the Thandai needs to have that spice effect. There is around 5 to 6 pieces of cardamom or green elaichi for the flavor. There is a large tablespoon of khaskhas. Then I have a large tablespoon of watermelon seeds, and I have around 1.5 tablespoon of saunf or fennel seeds. Now, if you want, you can put around 1 tablespoon of fennel seeds, but because I like the flavor of fennel in my Thandai, I've added a little more. You can add a little more also if you want. So all this I'm going to add to my bowl, and I'm going to put some water and soak it. So these are all these ingredients that we use for Thandai. Very cooling ingredients, especially important for the summer season. So I'm going to add my water now. I've added hot water because I want to do this fast. But if you want, you can either soak it overnight for 7 or 8 hours, or you can just soak it for around 4 or 5 hours if you're adding hot water. So either way will do. If you want it quickly, you can use hot water. Now you don't have to add too much of water, just a little bit enough to soak all the ingredients. And this KESAR is already smelling lovely right now without doing anything. And I think later on, as it soaks even more, it's going to smell even better. So I'm going to cover this and I'm going to keep this aside for a while. And then we are going to use it later. So our mixture is all soaked, and it looks and smells lovely thanks to the KESAR, the elaichi, the saunf. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in my mixer and I'm going to grind it. Now to this, I'm also going to add around 2 or 3 heaped tablespoons of gulkhand or rose paste. Not rose paste, sorry, rose preserve. I'll add a little more. And then I'm going to grind this all to a smooth paste. You can also use fresh and organic rose petals if you have. Our Thandai paste is ready here, and it's a nice smooth paste. You need to grind it into a nice smooth paste. So now we'll start the process of making our Thandai. I've taken a heavy bottomed pan because our Thandai is going to be boiling for around 15-20 minutes. So you don't want it to either burn or stick to the bottom or overflow. So take a bigger pan than you actually need. Now to this, I'm going to put 300 ml of water, and along with 300 ml of sugar, and let this melt. Let it melt on a medium flame. While it is melting, I'll also add a pinch of KESAR to it. I love this fragrance of kesar. The sugar syrup is also smelling good, and the paste that we've made is smelling even better. So once the sugar syrup starts boiling slightly, see the sugar has nearly melted and there are little bubbles coming, I'm going to add this paste that we've made. Now remember one thing, use a spatula or use your hand or use something to remove all this paste from the mixture. We have used rather expensive ingredients, so we don't want to waste all this. Okay. And towards the end, in the mixer, I'm going to put a little bit of water so that I can remove all this paste that is there and not waste anything. Now we'll just bring this to a boil on around medium flame, and then I'm going to lower the flame to between slow and medium, more towards the slow, and let this cook for around 15-20 minutes till it thickens. See my mixture jar here, I've cleansed this completely. I've added a little bit of water, around half a cup, and I pour this mixture here. Make sure that there are no lumps, just break whatever small lumps. These are very tiny lumps, doesn't really make a difference, but still break them. And this thandai is already beginning to smell lovely. Can't wait to try it out. Now that it is coming to a boil, I'm going to lower the flame completely. Keep stirring it in between so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. So now let this cook for the next 15 minutes or so. This is how it is in around 7-8 minutes. Let it boil for another 8-9 minutes more. Can you see? It's becoming nice and thick, but we don't want it too thick. We want it to be a little bit of liquid consistency or pouring consistency. We don't want it very thick. If you find it becoming too thick, you can put around half a katori of water and just make it a little thin. I won't do that right now. Let's see if I require to do it in another 5 minutes. So here our thandai concentrate is finally ready and it smells lovely, as I said earlier. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch off the flame and I'm going to let this cool down completely. Once it has cooled down, I'm going to mix it with milk and we will enjoy it chilled for this entire summer season. You can store this and keep this for nearly around 40-45 days in the fridge. But the faster you finish it, the stronger the taste, the better the taste of all the spices that we've added. And it will taste much better. And I'm sure it will taste so good that you will not be able to keep it for long at home. So I'm going to go ahead and now I'm going to let it cool down and then we'll go on with our thandai. Our thandai is all cooled down now. So I'm going to store it in a glass jar. It's better to store it in a glass bottle rather than in plastic or steel. So I'm going to store it in a glass bottle and I'm going to use a funnel to pour it through. So it's all set to go into the fridge now. I've got 750 ml of thandai for the quantity that I showed you. So this is how much you would get. So I'm going to start making the thandai. The first thing we need to do is shake the bottle in which you've put it really well so that all the spices that might have settled at the bottom will go down, will get mixed up. Now we are going to pour the thandai. You can take around 2 tablespoons per cup of milk that you use. If you want it a little more sweeter or want it a little stronger, you can take more also. And I'm going to add some milk. So this is around 1 cup of milk. Make it a little frothy. It's lovely, doesn't it? So nice and yummy frotty thandai is ready. And I'm going to garnish it with slight amount of kesar. Not much, nothing else. We like it just this way. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this lovely thandai. I hope you do too. So our yummy thandai is ready. I won't take more of your time. You go and quickly try it out and send me pictures and let me know how this thandai has turned out. I'm waiting for your feedback, for your comments, and for the pictures of the food that you send me. And if you do like this recipe, don't forget to share it with the ones you love and with the ones who love good food. Have a great Holi.